Hello and welcome to another episode of Not Another Watch. Thank you so much for tuning back in. It really means a lot to me. I love reading your comments and interacting with you guys, and this channel would not be where it is without you guys. So thank you so much for being a part of this community. It really means a lot to me. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Phil, and I hope you consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. It will help us grow in the future. Now, today's video is all about this watch. It's the Omaha Beach watch from Sangamon Watch Company. Now, you may have seen the disclaimer at the start of this video that says that this includes a paid promotion. All that means is that Sangamon Watches has been kind enough to send this watch in for review. After I've finished, I do need to send it back. I will be keeping it 100% honest. As always, I think I owe it to you guys and I owe it to the channel's integrity to do that. Having said that, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank Brian and Tyler from Sangamon Watches for sending this watch in so I can review it on the channel. After this video is done, if you would fancy picking up this watch or any of the other watches in the Sangamon Watch range, Brian has been kind enough to hook me up with a discount code for you guys. So if you enter the code PhilMeller15 at checkout, it will get you guys 15% off this or any of the other watches in the Sangamon range, which I think is fantastic. I'll leave a link in the description. It is an affiliate link, which means that if you should purchase one of these watches through that link, I will get a small kickback from that. It won't affect the watch price for you, but it will help support the channel going forward in the future, so thanks in advance for that. Okay, with all of that out of the way, let's flip that camera around and get into the review. So inside this box is the Omaha Beach watch from Sangamon Watch Company. For those of you who are not familiar with Sangamon watches, they are an American micro-brand watch company based out of Springfield, Illinois. And in their own words, they're all about storytelling. That is evident as each of their watches comes with its own history and backstory, which is one of the first things that attracted me to their brand. They have been in business in Springfield since 2019 and recently celebrated 2 years of producing watches. Now, before we really get into the watch, I think it is incumbent on me to show you the kind of packaging that comes with this watch. Now, this is another amazing thing from a micro brand. This watch costs $200. And this packaging honestly is like you're getting a luxury watch. So I'm going to take you through the packaging. It's not an unboxing. I have been wearing this watch for around about a week and a half, 2 weeks. But I do want to walk you around the package that you get should you pick one of these things up. Now, as you can see, it comes with this nice slip, and it's got the Sangamon logo and Sangamon printed underneath. Inside this is a nice cardboard box. Missy dents in it and things like that get it bashed up. It is a review watch, so it's been around the block a little bit. This case has a nice cardboard finish, and you have, again, this time the Sangamon logo and name in gold, in silver foil, which is really nice. Let's slip the box open, and inside that is another box with the silver foil of Sangamon on. Let me just take that and set it to one side. This particular watch comes with a commemorative coin, which is to commemorate the D-Day landings at Omaha Beach, of course, with a quote from General Eisenhower: "We will accept nothing less than full victory," and some commemorative dog tags, which I think is a really nice touch from Sangamon here. Slide this box in, and this is a card box with a slightly rubberized texture with some nice gold foiling. It's really, really nice, guys. It's a really nice size box, and inside this box is, of course, the watch. But we also have a couple of little things in this pocket here. We have a Sangamon limited edition little information card, which gives you the history of this particular watch and the D-Day landings. So that's really, really nice to include in the box. Also included in the box are these metal cards. You've got the membership to the Sangamon dock, and of course you have your 2-year international warranty, which like I said before, this is a review copy. If you buy one of these watches, this will be filled out, and that's your 2-year international warranty there. Underneath this pillow, just before we get into the watch, is a Sangamon branded cleaning cloth, and it's actually really, really nice, soft to the touch, and a really, really nice addition to the watch. This is all kind of like soft touch too. The gold foiling continues on the inside of this padded box. You know, like really, really nice, guys. I mean, this is, you know, a $200 watch with a luxury brand box with it. So let's get into this watch. The reference number for this one is S017-21, and now this is a limited edition watch of 500 pieces. And before we get too deep, let's start off by giving you some measurements. So we have a case diameter going from the 2 o'clock to the 8 o'clock of 43.3 millimeters. If you take that and include the crown, we have 47.3 millimeters. We have a lug width of 22 millimeters and a lug-to-lug measurement, so that's tip to tip there, of 51.9 millimeters. Case thickness from the case back to the crystal is 12.4 millimeters. Case material is all 316L stainless steel, which has, from the looks of this one, been PVD coated in black, in a matte black on this model. It does come in several colour variations, so there are plenty of combinations to choose from. Comes on a Sangamon branded genuine leather strap, which is very, very nice. Also has a Sangamon branded tang buckle. The one on the actual model is PVD black coated to match the case. This is again a review copy, so that would be different if you purchased the watch. The crown is push pull and has the Sangamon S stamped into it. The case back is screwed down by these 4 screws and has this deep laser engraved piece of art on the back with this soldier who is storming the beaches of Omaha, and there's 24 stars running around the outer side, and the date June 6, 1944. Those 24 stars commemorate the roughly 2,400 American casualties at Omaha Beach, which is a really nice touch. Movement inside this watch is a Seiko VD78 quartz movement, and the watch is water resistant up to 5 atmospheres, that's 50 meters. On this leather strap, it weighs 85 grams. A hatched bezel that runs around the dial is fixed, and the crystal covering that dial is a double domed sapphire crystal, which has AR anti-reflective coating on. If we zoom in a little bit on the dial, you will see that there's a set of sword hands here, and you have a minute track running around the outer edge of the dial. You've got applied Arabic numbers from 1 through 11, and the applied Sangamon S at the 12 o'clock. All these are gold applied indices. Underneath that 12 o'clock position, we have the Sangamon Freedom printed to donate that this is a part of the Freedom series that Sangamon have. Let me just pop that bezel out, pop that crown out and then rotate that around a little bit so you can see this second hand sub dial at the 6 o'clock, which has small second hand rotating round and the printed star at the center of that sub dial. And I don't know if you can tell, but that dial is grooved. Let me pop this on my 7 1/4 inch wrist so I can show you guys how it looks. It's really comfortable leather band, I have to say. And you know, very supple and comfortable to wear, even given its size. A nice bit of distortion there from the domed sapphire crystal, and you can see that blue AR coating acting there with the light. So that is the watch, and it brings me to my things that I love and things that I don't so much love about this watch. Now, I've been wearing this watch for around about a week and a half to 2 weeks, and I have to say I've struggled to find much wrong with it. I've fallen in love with it a little bit, but I do have a couple of suggestions for the watch. Obviously, it's not a small watch, 43 millimeters case size, and that almost 52 lug-to-lug measurement is you know, absolutely it's a little bit on the large size. So I think if they were to size this down maybe a couple of mil, if this was like a 40 or 41 millimeter case diameter, it would really help include more people with smaller wrists would probably consider this watch. You know, it doesn't matter to me, it fits me nicely. I really like how it fits. I like the size of it, so it's not really a criticism, but just to encompass more people with smaller wrists, this watch could be reduced in size for me. And now, I didn't mention this in the video, but there's no loom on this dial. And now the hands look like they would be ready for loom. The minute track around the edge looks like it would be ready for loom. Even that second hand sub dial would be cool if it was loomed. Now, it's no big deal to me, and there's probably reasons why Sangamon chose not to loom this watch, but for me it would benefit, as it's a very legible watch to start with, especially in this color, you know, with those solid sword hands and that black dial. But yeah, I think loom would have really been a nice addition to this watch. But what I love is so much more. The design of this watch is absolutely sensational. They've put a lot of thought into how this thing looks. It's very rugged, very reminiscent of an army watch, a field watch. It's extremely well put together and well thought out. The finishing is to a very high quality. The matte black PVD coating on this version is done exceptionally well. The double dome sapphire crystal with that AR coating on is just fantastic. It gives you great kind of distortion on the dial, and in this particular model as well, I love the AR coating because in certain lights, when you tilt it, it hits certain lights, that dial can look like a deep blue rather than a black, which is, you know, really mesmerizing when you see it in person. The applied indices, the applied numbers in gold, they catch and play with the light really nicely. In some lights they look silver, and for a black watch, this really does change in kind of like the lighting conditions. Depending on the lighting conditions, it's fantastic. You know, the case back also, this is a piece of artwork for me. It really encapsulates the story that they're trying to tell with this watch. It's just, you know, very, very well done, and you know, it's just a nice touch to add a little bit of history to the watch, a little bit of a story, and just it's executed so very, very well. You see a lot of watches these days with exhibition case backs, and I've got nothing against that, but I do like an etched case back. I think it does add a certain class to a watch, and this is definitely no exception. I love the branded elements of this watch, the fact that they've put that signed Sangamon S on the crown. They've got it on the dial at the 12 o'clock. I love the logo with the twisting Sangamon River running through it, and the fact that the buckle is also branded, and the back of the leather strap is also branded. This is clearly a watch micro brand that are very proud of their product, very proud of their watches, and they should be, because from I love the packaging as well. You know, from the moment you open the packaging to the moment you put the watch on the wrist, and everything tells a story. Everything is about a real experience, and I absolutely love that they've put so much thought into this one, and from what it appears to me anyway, that the rest of their watches too. I could be here forever talking about how much I love this watch. I love it so much. Would I recommend this watch to you guys? Absolutely, I would. I would absolutely recommend this watch. In fact, I have already, and I had to do this because I love this watch so much, I couldn't bear to send it back. I have actually bought my own version of this watch. So, as I mentioned in the review, the tang buckle there is black PVD coated. You know, I love this watch. I think this watch is an excellent addition to anybody's collection. If you have a large enough wrist, then definitely you should consider purchasing this watch. I highly recommend you check Sangamon watches out. And like I say, there is that code that gets you 15% off all of the watches in the Sangamon range. So that's displayed on the screen right now. That's PhilMeller15. Use that link down there, that affiliate link, and it'll take you to the website, and you can pick yourself one of these up and get 15% off your purchase. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. That just about wraps up everything. I'd like to say thank you to Brian and Tyler yet again for sending this watch in for review. I will be sending this one back to them because I'm done, but this one is staying in my collection. I absolutely love this watch, and highly recommend you check out Sangamon watches. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for watching. As always, please like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Like the video, and as always, live life, love watches, and I'll see you in the next video.